there we go. We see Aurelion Sol and Syndra ban. That's 2 mid lane bans already.
And I think you're ever so slightly ahead of me. But yeah, Aurelion Sol and Syndra are the ban away first off. So 2 mid lane champions just taken straight off the table with that Zyra next up.
Next 2 support bans seems to be going down the line here. So Zyra and Karma, the 2 strongest supports taken off the board. Aurelion Sol and Syndra. Aurelion Sol arguably up there in the top mid laners. I wouldn't argue he's really top 2 though. Syndra though, definitely the top 1 in mid laners at the minute.
Yeah, most definitely. They definitely need to ban that away if you are on that red side. Cannot let that one go through. A couple of seconds to choose their next ban. It is going to be the Poppy yet again. Coming out from whoever's on the blue side seems to ban away Poppy. Extremely strong pick. We did see it earlier today with Summervale.
We did see Poppy come through, and it was very hard camped earlier. It was against that Rumble, to be fair. They have managed to play out rather well against... they did manage to play out rather well against the Rumble, which was coming out from, I believe, Lion Gaming at the time. And that was Swiper actually playing very well on it. And then the Jhin comes out as the final ban. That's a ban against Macau again. Ray's feeling confident with his other picks, knowing that Macau has that Jhin as one of his major picks that he wants to go for.
Yeah, but that does leave up, unfortunately, the Olaf, who neither team wanted to ban that away, and INTZ said, sure, if you want to ban away those, I mean, hey, we'll just take the Olaf straight out of your hands. We saw Revolta on it earlier today, and even we saw Spooks on it, both performing exceptionally well on those champions.
Spooks going for his quality meme Ivern hover again.
Always with the Ivy hover. Maybe they played it in scrims.
I've heard a lot of weird things coming out in scrims. Did you read about what happened in the Rocks scrims? They tried Dalius, Galio, and a Mumu support before they ended up going for Misfortune and deciding that Misfortune was the one that worked.
Well, that's definitely an interesting one. I can't imagine we're going to see that one locked in, though.
Oh, Darius support, obviously OP.
Obviously OP. With the bleed, man. You've got to think of the bleed effect. But no, the bot lane duo is going to be locked in for Chiefs. Raze will get his hands on the Caitlyn, and Nami is going to go his way to Egypt. Now, he has performed fairly well on the Nami. It's good to see him back on that champion. Maybe a bit of a comfort pick. Definitely a game you want to be comfort picking in. This is all to play for this one, as the winner does go and get a guaranteed spot at IEM Oakland.
I believe that this is the first time we've seen Raze today on this Caitlyn, and he might be looking to come up big on the first time we've seen him on it, because Caitlyn is one of the big picks in the meta right now. We'll see what they pick against it, because they've got to counter a very strong poke lane at the minute. Will Macau have this Ezreal in his pocket? Will he have the Ashe in his pocket? It remains to be seen. We don't really know what he has to bring against this Caitlyn. That might end up serving a really tough bot lane up to INTZ.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, Zyra and Karma banned away like they have been this majority of the tournament. Big ban on those champions. Such high priority. So wonder what they'll pick up. And Alistair has been one of those champions that they wanted to go towards. And it doesn't look like it's going to be an Ashe and an Alistair lock in here for INTZ.
INTZ seemingly have a laugh there about what's going on. This is the Ashe Alistair being picked into it, as you mentioned. This is a very tough pick for Caitlyn to play against. If that Ashe arrow does land, that's it. That's the full Alistair combo coming in afterwards. Everything keeping her stunned for so long, unless Nami can somehow disengage with that ult at the time. It's looking really tough both ways, because if one side gets ahead, that's it. But Ashe, a nice pick into the Caitlyn. I was wondering if Macau did have this in his pool, but it seems like he does. Spooks will want to try and zone him out early, but the poke out of Macau's Ashe should be something rather impressive. And will this be another Zac for Spooks?
Could be. I mean, Spooks has been such a good jungler on these kind of tanky ones as well, and it is going to be the lock-in, yeah. But it does mean Jace is going to be the pickup as well. It was so highly prioritized at the start of the day, and it's just kind of dwindled throughout the rest, and now it's finally been picked up in the final game of this evening, or this afternoon even. And having that one go towards... I mean, that is a flex. I say go towards the top lane. That is actually a flex in the mid lane. So it'll be interesting to see what they want to do with that, because they have got the last pick to counterpick the mid or counterpick top here.
Looking at the way the mid lane Jace seemed to work, it was Kira playing at mid lane, and it didn't really seem to have many good matchups. Especially against Cassiopeia. That's awful. You can't Q out of the grounded, and that's completely it.
Tokker's, he might want to show how to play the Rise, and he does manage to get his hands on it.
Will we see
and
Swiffer
Yang
come
will
right
have...
back,
That's true, yeah. Ooh, will he be able to pull it back? I mean, Cassiopeia,
Yeah, that's
possibly.
what I was thinking.
Maybe going to be the
Will he go
lock-in.
for the reverse matchup? Because if he loses that as well, that'll be the real tell for how good Tokas is as a player.
Oh, definitely. Obviously, both of these teams have had 2-0 games coming into this one now, and only just dropping a game each. This is all down to this last and final one. Toka's on the rise. They've locked in their entire composition. They got Kennen as well over in the top lane. And Swiper just did not do well at all on that Kennen last game. But now it is Yang's turn. There's an Anivia hover. And I mean, going into the rise, I don't think it's necessarily a bad matchup.
I was just thinking, don't toy with my heart.
Yeah,
don't toy with my heart.
I should never talk about hovers. I should know this. The Victor's going to be the lock-in, and that's going to go towards the mid lane.
Yeah, the mid lane Victor's going to be coming out. Victor versus Rise. Having played a lot of Victor, do you mind telling us a little bit about that?
Not very nice, because Rise is extremely tanky. That's the only problem. And I mean, all you can really do is just farm out. But Spooks, we've seen him with this map pressure and this pressure he can exude in the lanes. I want to see where he parts, because this mid matchup can go really one of two ways if either gets ahead.
The Rise will be having to look out for those shadows on the ground, where Zach will be trying to burst him out, knock him straight into the Victor gravity field. Maybe that sounds like a nice idea if he can land his E just behind him and then ult him into a gravity field or something along those lines. That sounds like a really good combination. But it's just a case of how much they really want to put pressure on the mid lane, or if they're going to look up to this. Again, it's Jace versus Kennen in the top lane.
Yeah, indeed. And Jason to Kennen, we've seen it a couple of times today, and it always seems to swing in the way of Jace, especially in the early trades. And then as soon as Kennen has any impact in these Kevin, maybe that's his real name, you don't know, maybe. Could be his secret alias, but as soon as you see him jump into these team fights, he's just got a much bigger presence. Coaches shake hands, and this will be the final game of this evening. Who can put it away? I mean, 1-1 at the moment, and like we just said, both these games have been very decisive so far.
We can hear them just loading in there. We'll be looking at how this matchup goes, because this is the decisive one here. This is the two teams, the two friend teams trying to go up against each other and take each other out. They'll be happy they're facing each other here, though, and not in an elimination game. That makes it much more fun for them. And as we see, Vega Squadron once again.
Vega Squadron hype! We had it this morning, if anybody was around. We had a couple of Vega and Squadrons things come up, and it was just preparing everybody for the coming days. But this is the game between INTZ and Chiefs as well. So they will be facing off. Not anything to do with Vega Squadron, don't worry, guys. We haven't changed the schedule.
This is looking to be an interesting game here.
Oh, dear.
Early.
EJ might be okay here. He's
just going to heal himself up.
He's fairly... Yeah, they saw Jogster actually go into the bush there, so if they didn't see him, they could have possibly gotten a kill, but fortunately, Vision just too strong.
The Vision really coming out early and not managing to just put a few wards down. This is going to be hopefully an interesting game. I hope this one turns out to be a good one, because that's what this series deserves. At the end of the day, it's going to be my last game casting here. I want to see a good one. I want it.
Well, the series has been good so far.
Yeah. Hopefully it delivers. It should.
Oh, it will. Between these two teams, you know, you look at the mid lane, you look at the junglers. Like this game is gonna be one to watch for sure, and one to look over again in replays. Both junglers are starting on the top side of the maps again, and INTZ just trying to go for a cheeky little brush offense. But no, there's nothing going to happen. I mean, EGM's fairly pokey in the early game, and it's going to be a pain for Alistair until he hits that level 2.
Once he hits that level 2, yeah, he will be able to land that combination, try and get a lot more damage down a lot quicker. But Spooks is just going to look to farm up on this special weapon Zac, maybe try and make an impact nice and early, but he does go rather low on the first couple camps.
Oof. A lot of damage as well coming up. Every time they step into lane, level 1, they're always like 2/3 HP, because they always take the level 1 trade with each other. Yeah,
they always want to trade with each other. This has been a very big matchup to watch for the entire game. Just Kennen versus Jace.
See,
and that's a lot of early.
No HP. They're just like, man, we'll just trade into each other this early. It's fine.
This has been a lot of a very big matchup to watch all day, especially as well as Kennen versus Jace in the top lane, which is another one we've been seeing a lot. But yeah, Toka's trading early on this Rise. We've seen the Rises want to trade really early as well. It's He's got that refillable potion, so he can afford to go back early. But he's not really got that Durans like we see a lot, because he has gone for the Mana Crystal, the common thing to get on Rise, as it does aid with those mana scalings you get early on the spell damage.
Yeah, it's going to be a big help for him to trade early, but Spooks is going to take Scuttle Crab away, and would you look at that? Infernal Dragon, ready for the taking when it spawns.
Hopefully that's the tale of this game, yeah.
I hope so. I hope it's going to be 3 Infernals, or like at least a couple of mountains in there as well. That'd be good. Swiffer taking a lot of damage, but here's on the side. Spooks is on the side here. He is on his wolf camp, and Revolta is down by the scuttle. He was spotted out by a ward, so that's why Swiffer backed off just a little bit.
Swiffer will just be backing off, yeah, playing it safe, not having to... Really, at level 3, you don't have to worry too much about the Olaf, but if the 2-second root comes out from the Rise, that will be a lot of damage coming out onto you, and that could risk you having to burn your flash, so he just plays it safe, doesn't have to worry too much. Will Zach be giving over this blue buff, though?
Yes. Maybe. I don't know. He's taking it quite low. It looks
Victor.
like... Yeah, here he comes. I mean, it would be a bit of a shock to not give it over. So, yeah. He's going to get spotted out by the ward, though, so they know they're taking blue. At least they know where Spooks is. It's always a... Any information is good information. Want to abide by. So, yeah, Revolta actually just warding up here as well.
Good response to that information. Yeah. Getting that raptor pit nice and early, not having to worry too much about an invade, because he knows that Zach was appearing last at blue buff and won't be coming there. So it's a nice use of information to get a few extra CS as Zach goes back to base.
And we'll see what he can do with that as well. Yang is going to teleport to top side, in fact. Swiper is there as well. Here comes Revolta, though. He has got the red buff on him, and he's going for a nice little flank. No wards. Ghost being popped as well. Yang has got the stun. Can he get it? The flash away from Swiper. They're just going to dive this one, I think. Swiper actually going really low here. Got Revolta so as well. Perfectly juggled there, and that's going to be first blood going over to Yang.
In the end, it was the E. It did the extra damage, but it knocked him out of tower range. It did save his life for a few seconds extra, but it wasn't enough to get the kill. It was very, very close there, though. And unfortunately, for him, he does give first blood over to Yang on this Kennen. Maybe looking to try and snowball this matchup out.
Ooh, headbutt pulverize as well. Down to raise. I mean, yeah, Thunderlord's on the Alistair as well. Super aggro.
Thunder Cow.
Thunder Cow. That'd be a cool skin. He's like... I don't know, actually.
I think it's like Volibear.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that, actually. I should have thought about that before I said it. I was thinking more of like a demigod Alistair skin. Or he just shoots out thunder. I don't know.
Alistair in a toga.
Alistair in a toga. Yeah, like a Greek god or something. That'd be kind of cool.
I think,
that's why
I think he's already enough of a Minotaur, to be fair. So...
Exactly, yeah. He fits in Greek mythology perfectly. Oh. Whoa! Swift going really low here. Will Thomas do it? No, Zach comes in. Spookers from downtown.
The saviour!
Oh! This guy knows exactly where to be. Spooks flies in, knocks Tockers up under tower. See you later. And Swiffers gets the assist as well.
Blows his damn head off. Really well played there by Spooks, knowing exactly where to... Oh, and that's got to be tilting if you're Tockers right now. Having to get so close to having the kill, flash for it, and then die under tower. It's so painful.
So well received as well, and that means that Swiffer is going to be a little bit ahead in this lane. He's picked up cooldown boots fairly early, though.
Once again, as we keep on seeing from the Olafs, they do pick up those boots nice and early.
Raze might be in a little bit of trouble, though. Revolta coming through, Aqua Prism hitting, nice and a flash away from EGM. And yeah, nice trap from Raze as well. They're going to get out of there pretty much scot-free. They are going to clear out a few wards even. And Jogster, he's been quite an impact in this early lane. Even though Ash is down a few CS. And Spooks is here again. Oh no, he missed the slingshot, but let's bounce. It goes on him, and actually Thomas gets stunned up there. Chaos Storm going down. He's trying to get the teleport away, but the laser finishes him off. That Realm Warp was so close to going through, but that's going to be a kill for Swiffer now in the mid lane.
Spooks already showing why he picked this Zac. Very good play from him. Managing to get 2 kills in this mid lane. That's really going to put Victor far ahead. And maybe he can look to try and get a solo kill with the advantage he's got. This is looking really strong from the Victor. The Victor will be able to go back and get maybe the Hex Core upgrade or start to build towards that Rallies. Be a lot of damage coming out from him pretty soon. And the Zac just able to get himself some more health as he'll go back. Maybe get the makings of this Cinder Hulk and start to try and snowball the game from there. with his ability to just become so tanky.
Both of them incredibly tanky towards the late game for sure. Like you said, Swiffer, he's got the upgrade on his Hex Core. Oh no, he didn't actually buy it. Okay, I think he just bought a health crystal, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's actually just saving it. In fact, making sure he can get the upgrade.
Upgrade. I think it was the health crystal and the extra runs he got. I think that's about it. Yeah, looking at that, that's going to help him a bit more with the laning, especially that health crystal building towards the Rallies. It's not just out of nowhere, but you can see he's getting collapsed on.
He is indeed. And Jockster, the miss from the arrow, the dodge back with a flash headbutt. Pulveride comes in. They want his skin this time. No summoners on him. Toggers gets the kill as well. Perfect trade over. And that is a beautiful roam coming here from ITZ's bot lane. Coming up, missed the Ash arrow, but hey, they managed to get the kill.
4 men do come mid. He doesn't respect the Flash Alistair combo, but there's nothing much he could have done about it. He puts the gravity field down. You feel like he should have put that on top of himself, maybe giving him a chance to escape, but Alistair does flash instantly. There's not much of a play he had with no summoners he could make. But unfortunately, that does mean for him, he's going to go down. He's going to have to give that kill over to, I believe, the Rise got that kill.
Indeed. I know Yang's getting jumped on. Oh, he's out of there. Yeah, Rise got the kill, so maybe he's back in this game.
Maybe indeed. It was looking rather rough for him, but with a 10 CS advantage, and even on kills, maybe he could try to get back into this. It was well played by his team to know they should play around him and try and get him some gold.
Yeah, he definitely was a force to be reckoned with in the last game, getting that early quadra kill like you mentioned earlier. Absolutely demolished on that Cassiopeia, and who knows what he can do when he's got this Rise ahead.
That remains to be seen. We've not seen him on Rise so far. It has been Swiffer that's been playing the Rise, so be interesting to see how Toppers adapts to the role, how well he can use the Realm Warp. We did see him try it already, and unfortunately just got bursted a little bit too quick for it.
Indeed. Second blue buff going over to Swiffer there. Going to pick that one up. No Hex Core upgrades like we mentioned earlier, so no instant wave clearing from him just yet, but I can imagine he's on the horizon to getting it.
Pretty soon indeed, because he must have a fair amount of gold in the bank at this point. He'll be looking to get that extra upgrade and try and one-shot some more minions. What will Spooks be looking to do here, though? I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next, because this mid lane does seem to be the target for him so far.
Indeed, Spooks maybe a little bit caught out here. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. I don't know why. He's got Elastic Slingshot as well. He's hiding in a bush. Revolta's going to come round as well. Tockers is here. So Elastic Slingshot's out. And man, they are making this game something to behold, aren't they? You said you wanted an exciting game. This is definitely it. 2 kills across the board already. Infernal Drake as well. What more could we ask for? And an equal gold lead to boot. Revolta is getting some of that vision down near that dragon and possibly a play for it soon.
Oh, we can see mid lane though.
Oh yeah, Spooks is getting caught out. Axe is hitting, but Tockers is not going to be able to follow up on this. It's scared of Swiffer, perhaps. He actually goes down, but the passive gets popped here from Zac. So he's going to survive this one unless Ash has anything to say about it. But no, it does look like they're actually just going to rotate towards this dragon, possibly. It is kind of free for the taking, but Chief spot in lane. Now going to push out now. Does mean they lose a little bit of pressure down there.
Zac did end up getting enough health back that he can afford to just go into his jungle and farm again. So he's on about 2/3 HP at the minute after having his passive popped. But Revolta may be looking for a dive here.
It looks like he pops the ghost. Every time you walk through that, it looks like someone pops ghost. And I'm like, oh, is he ghosting in? But no,
I feel there needs to be an asset change for that, because that's just it's a little bit... It's a little bit...
just a generic speed up one. I don't know. No vision, by the way. As we just saw the flick over to darkness. So that's going to be a free Infernal Drake actually taken away. And with that lack of vision, INTZ... They may look even, but at the moment, I feel they're firmly ahead as they just chunk on this mid tower now.
You're really wanting to take down this mid tower, and that will be the first tower of the game going towards them. That's a lot of damage. And the Rise ult just managing to get them out pretty quickly.
Boop. See you later. Pops out of existence, and they just go ever so slightly down the lane. They do pop away to safety, and even Macau in this bottom side, he is a little bit behind, but realistically, he can just be an ult at the end of the day, because all this setup they have for initiation is completely there.
He's going for the Essence Reaver first, so that does support that. He wants to get those extra cooldown reduction ults off, trying to get as many of them off as on cooldown as possible. I remember it was Freeze talking about it, probably literally suggested to him, just fire your ult on cooldown, it doesn't matter if it hits, just try.
I mean, if you hit something, you hit something, right? And maybe someone's
Yeah.
around to pick up the kill, or it relieves pressure. I mean, it's all good, realistically, in the end. But Tockers is in the CS lead. They are about even on gold, I can imagine. Swiffer has got his upgraded Hex Core as well, and now I think it's all down to the junglers where they want to push next, because that tier 1 tower in the mid lane is down, meaning the side waves are in a little bit of more trouble than they were earlier.
It means that they do need to gank around the ward up around the side of Victor to avoid a gank, because Victor could be in risk of Olaf just coming around behind him, Rise going in front of him, and then he has nowhere to go but try and maybe flash over one of the walls.
And I mean, how excited are you for the team fights in the mid game? Like, I know it's a really preemptive question, but I want to see Toggers just go off. Oh, tidal wave being used really early, actually. The Macau does get locked up. Nice headbutt pulverize in return. Ash Arrow does come out. Cleanse on both AD carries, and they're just going to back off here. Ace in the hole onto Jogster. No, he pops the ult just in time. And it does look like Spooks sensed something was up, and he's going to come bot lane as well. But so is Tockers, revolted there as well. Spooks in a little bit of trouble. Nice acrobatism, knocks off Tockers, but the raging Viking is going to come through, and the teleport as well is going to mash it. And Yang is down in the bottom side. Now the entire INTZ squad are here to take this tower.
And Rise is going to ult them forward. Oh,
no, they're going to realm walk in. Realm walk straight onto Victor. This is going to be huge. Swiffer goes down with the Yang ultimate. This is what we were talking about. And now the 2-man pulverize. It all exploded in a matter of seconds as Macau picks up the kill on Spooks. INTZ using the combo we were finally talking about to such great effect.
You see the Rise teleport coming out, and then it looked like they got bubbled, so I thought it was going to cancel, but they all still get teleported through. They get a huge team fight down there. Instantly onto Swiffer the moment he arrives, blowing him up before he can even burn any summoners. Huge kill there. And now they're going to get 2 towers as well, only trading it for the 1 up in top lane. That's 3 towers to 1, 5 kills to 2, and that's a 4k gold advantage already at this point in the game. Really big for them, as Yang maybe will be looking to try and win this matchup against the Jace.
Yeah, 20 CS down, a couple of kills up, not too much of an issue, but yeah. That team fight was absolutely insane, and now they found EGM all alone. Aqua
this is going to snowball out of control.
Oh man, I can just see it now. Toggers,
it's another one.
He's getting this kill. It's another snowball out of control. Oh man, these teams really do know how to push these leads, and with the firm lead in INTZ's pocket right now, it'll be interesting to see what especially Toggers on this Rise can do.
And that's the tale of the best teams. Comparing teams at the top of the leagues to the bottom of the leagues, it's really just the ability to close out an advantage. And you can see INTZ, once they get that advantage, no one can take it away from them. Not even one of the best teams in the world, EDG, was able to. They went undefeated in LPL, proving they literally didn't lose a single match in the LPL. And then they come up against INTZ, first game of the tournament, and get absolutely smashed. It kind of shows you how good INTZ are at closing out advantages and even gaining them at times.
Yeah, most definitely. They've done it just here, right? They had that amazing ultimate with Yang and Tockers. Just absolutely destroyed the backline of Chiefs. Now, 4k gold lead even in the pocket for INTZ. Dragon is spawning in 1 minute 25. I would love to know what it is. We'll have to scoot over there and Swiper. Swiper, you're in a little bit of trouble, buddy. No wards in the bush.
He goes down
onto Yang. He's not going to do anything there. And an arrow actually lands onto Spooks as well. He's going to get locked up by Rise. And now Swiffer is in the mix. He's trying to take out Toggers, but he's just too tanky at this point. Realm Walk is coming. It's going to come in. Actually, Alice is the only one to go through to get the pulverize up on them as well. Revolta is in the mix also, but Swift using the gravity field just to zone, and they are going to make it a 1-for-0 trade, in fact, as Swiper was the only one to go down in that one. And like you said, INTZ good at just forcing these leads.
I like the way they pushed that advantage there. It was really good by them to be able to just... It was a really nice adaptation, just putting the Alistar in the middle of the ultimate, sending only Alistar. Because you always see Rises following their ultimates, and they don't have to. They can just send one member. So, for example, if you've got a Darius in your team, you can send him into the center of the enemy team, land a 4-man queue or something. But you don't commonly see that. You'll always see the Rise wanting to put himself in the team fight.
Yeah, and that was the perfect use of it. He's been really on point with these ultimates, just porting Yang in there, and obviously Jockster got in there as well and managed to headbutt pulverize Swiffer as well. But sight set on the mid lane as well. I think there's actually a flash from Swiffer there.
There's another
just to get
combo,
out the
just to dodge the
pulverize.
Alistar flash, yeah.
Yeah, just forcing the advantages. That's going to be... That could be big for Swiffer in the mid lane, actually.
Flash to dodge the Alistar combo. Got my words the wrong way around.
You're close enough. I'll give it to you. Mountain Drake available.
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day, yeah. It's been a long day for everybody. The players as well. We had a couple of long, short-ish pauses. Long, short-ish. That's a unit of length and time. Close enough. Chiefs, they're doing pretty well, but can they just hold up against the might that is INTZ? Yang is pretty fed at this point, and we've seen what he can do on this Kennen so far. Tok is in the mid lane split pushing as well. It's all looking disastrous for Chiefs at the moment. We'll see if they can actually just bring it back. Bring it back in.
Looking at the last game, you could see most of the pressure came from the mid lane. This game, you can see most of the pressure is actually coming from the top lane. This Kennen is going to be able to put so much damage down. He's 2-0-3. The pressure also coming from Olaf on top of him. The two of them working together in tandem really well. And that will allow them to really put pressure across the map as they look for this Ocean Drake that will help the tower push even further and allow them to maybe take Baron even quicker.
Maybe too many Ocean Drakes today, because that's a Mountain Drake. We've seen too many.
It's Mountain Drake's turn to be emotionally abused.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh. Now we got a gank. Tokkers, he's in the top side. Spooks around beside him. Here comes the tidal wave. Isn't going to miss the knock-up. Nice flash, though, from him, but let it bounce. Is going to ride. He will get the knock-up, but here comes the teleport from him. Boop. See you later, gets out of there as well. But there is going to be actually a return kill in the mid side. Did look like Macau was able to get the stun from the arrow, and Swiffer is going to go down, almost kills him, but this tower is surely going to fall.
He's so low here, and there it is.
Oh,
yeah, just get sniped.
I don't know. That was a mistake. Should have probably stuck behind the big meaty frontline that is your Alistar. But hey, they get the tower. And now Spooks wants a part of the action. Yang has got teleport available. And he has got the... Oh, I was going to say... Oh, I meant ultimate. He's not going to use the teleport in fight. And Swiper with those shock blasts. Yeah, imagine to snipe out Macau is going to stop the relenting push that is INTZ.
Really well moving around there just to snipe him through the middle of all the team, just going out of range and then sniping in between the jungler and the support, going right through and straight onto Macau. Nice snipe, and that's going to pick up a kill and give it some respite between these massive sieges of INTZ. Revolt able to take away that blue buff, though. That not going over to Victor is a big deal, and it will allow him to farm even more effectively because he can just spam his abilities again and not have to care.
Exactly that. No Rylai's finished from him just yet, so he's not at his full power spike. He is 1-3. He's been picked on so much in these fights as EGM and Joxer just pop into each other, just part ways after putting a few wards down.
You were saying about Victor there. This isn't even his final form yet. He will will hopefully get to that final form later on in this game, but they have to try and turtle out this game right now because they've fallen so far behind. It's a 6k gold advantage for INTZ. Still 4 towers to 1 and 2 dragons to 0. This is a really big advantage for them.
And it's an Infernal and a Mountain Drake as well.
This is really going to help them, yeah.
So huge. And we've had all Ocean Drakes all day, and what did we say? They're going to be in the final, and what do you know? Mountain Drake and an Infernal coming up, and possibly one to boot as well soon. Baron is live, however. EGM... Oh, he missed the Aqua Prism. But no, there is Raze is going to be here as well. He almost goes down, in fact. Tokkers with a lot of damage, but Spooks is here yet again to support his support.
Really well played there to disengage, get the exhaust off really early.
Oh,
but looking to trap the Caitlyn on the tower, though.
Oh, beautiful Aqua Prism. But yeah, he's just going to get absolutely deleted. Tokkers' ultimates on this Rise have just been absolutely incredible. Just
very
cutting off
indeed.
People. Disrespect, maybe, coming out from a Raze there.
It's not something you really think about. Oh, he's just going to ult and find under the tower and find us. It has to be something you adapt to as time goes on, and they haven't adapted to it quick enough.
Spooks hasn't adapted to this either. He has got ultimate available. He does use it to get out of there, tied away from Nami, as well as the flash will make sure he is safe. But Macau there as well, just sending out those volleys after volleys. He's just going to make sure they do secure this top tower. 6-1 in towers, 9-3 in kills, 41k gold to 33. Remember, these teams will win a qualifying spot into IEM Oakland in mid-November if they do win this game. So it is definitely all-round bloodbath, and we can already see that happening. Revolta being caught up here, no ultimate available from him. Swiffer getting a nice position here. He's certainly going to go down. Empowered auto attack is going to take him, and we'll see what Chiefs actually want to do off this, because the Baron is live. And without the jungler from INTZ, this could be a problem for them.
It looks like they're just going to try and take this crab and back off because they do not have enough pressure. The damage, look at that.
Pokus is just walking into people right now, and the beautiful ult from Ashe as well to come through. Spooks just disintegrates. Swift is here just to try and get a little bit of Macau. Actually, no. Siphon Power goes through, hits, but Tokus has got the kill onto Zac. I'm not sure that Storm's going to be able to do anything as he just runs in for the double kill. His Ghost is huge right now. Just sending him across the map. Realmwalk's coming in as well. This is such a messy fight. Swift is in the mix now, but it is a 1v4 situation. I'm not sure he's going to make out here alive. Yang's going to come in as well. He's just trying to get something, just anything he wants, but Yang is going to take the kill. Complete ace coming out for INTZ. Ejim, the only one alive, only just spawned. The Baron is in the sights for INTZ.
They're trying to take down Baron now, but it looks like they're too low on HP. Although Revolta has respawned, he's turned up, he can tank it now. That means the Baron is 100% going over to them. No way Nami can do anything to steal it here.
Go on, do it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Headbutt pulverize. Ejim sniped over the wall. The cannon shuriken just going to bid her adieu. Yang gets another kill. This team, INTZ, they may have given up one game, but they are coming back fighting.
It seems to be that language. It seems to be the ability, the whole way that we always see Chiefs playing is they win some games to give the fans false hope, then they collapse in the finals. They collapse at the last post where they could make it through. We saw at the IWCQ, they were one win away from being able to make the playoffs. Don't quite make it. We can see they were one game away here, and it doesn't look like they're going to make it. Already 10k gold down. It seems like once again at the last minute, Chiefs just fall short after looking so good all day.
Yeah, both teams are looking fantastic all day. Even the last two games, been absolutely a pleasure to watch. And there you go. I told you, Infernal Drake is the one up next. So it is going to be all aggressive Drakes. Definitely wants to fight for, but realistically, our Chief's going to be able to fight for these. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think they have to just concede and hope they can turtle up, but in the end, that's not what they want to do. They want to just throw themselves at the enemy team, try and get something, and try and see if they can get any advantage at all, because there's not even like a shining light in their team. One person who has a lot of gold that can try and put up a fight, because look at Victor. He's so far down against this Rise. There's no one in their team with an advantage, and wow.
Ooh. Nice double Acprism, though, into the stun from Gravity Field. Arrow comes through. Oh, no, Swifter, that's not what you wanted to walk into. Now Spooks is in the mix as well. But what? Yang with the ultimate huge play from him. He gets a triple kill and the ace. That is it. INTZ
That's the game.
Just made the game. That was massive. It happened in a blink of an eye. If you blinked, you miss it. Yang with the humongous ultimate just sends everybody's health bars depleting to zero. INTZ have made it. IEM Oakland in their sights mid-November. A 2-1 victory over Chiefs. They've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, they will be your Group A champions. What an amazing finisher coming out from Yang.